Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. It has been a tough day for proposed pipelines in BC. The provincial government has released scathing questions for Enbridge. We'll get to that in a minute. And Kinder Morgan was the target in Burnaby tonight. More than 150 people turned out for a town hall meeting where residents opposed to the Kinder Morgan expansion gathered to raise awareness for their cause. The company is applying to expand its pipeline, almost tripling its current supply of crude oil from Alberta to Burnaby. Concerned neighbors and environmentalists say the expansion would pose too much of a risk to their community and the entire Lower Mainland.
Well, it's extremely frustrating because I know that most of the energy has been focused on the Enbridge line, which goes through northern British Columbia. And often I think it's kind of the straw man that's been set up for them to get the real purpose, which is the twinning of the Kinder Morgan line.
It was day 2 of final hearings in Prince George for Enbridge's proposed Northern Gateway pipeline. Today, the session focused on whether Enbridge could effectively respond to even a small spill. As Lee Checkstad reports, clearly the provincial government was less than impressed with Enbridge's answers.
No process pipeline, no tankers on the coastline.
Another day, another Enbridge protest, this one at the BC Chamber Energy Summit in Vancouver. Enbridge VP Janet Holder making her case for the Northern Gateway pipeline.
Across North America, we deliver the energy people count on to live, work, and prosper. People rely on us to do that safely and efficiently and reliably.
Up north in Prince George, her colleagues are answering questions from BC government lawyers about the project and the possibility of a spill.
To us, no spill is acceptable. We strive for zero, but there will be spills. On vintage pipelines, there will be spills.
Once the oil leaves the BC coast, Enbridge says they're no longer accountable if there's a spill.
That isn't our responsibility, and that is well taken care of. We don't need to.
Late today, the government fired back in a statement saying their answers suggest that the company is not taking the very real concerns of British Columbians seriously. More specifically, the Environment Minister says the analysis of geological challenges is incomplete and the company won't commit to adopting enhanced leak detection systems, despite the fact they promote the technology.
There's new technologies that's coming in, we're testing actually as we speak, that will find a tiny pinhole leak in a pipeline that could not be possibly found before.
Enbridge maintains it will build the most high-tech and safest pipeline in the world, but it's a near impossible sell to these protesters.
No thanks, not for me.
And today was a tough one even for the government, trying to balance due diligence with the promise of tax revenues and jobs here in BC.